All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. We're gonna take some time to we know the Vikings like to watch our channels, so we're gonna give them some advice of guys. Maybe it's time to move on from. We're not talking about free agents. We're talking about guys under contract that they just say this ain't happening. First, mini grown. Head over to minigrown.com, made right here in the great state of Minnesota. Get yourself some beautiful gummies. Use the brand new code ONELUP, ONELUP, for 50% off. 50% off. I mean, that's like Black Friday type stuff.
That's a generous deal. Thank you, Mini Grown.
Thank you to Mini Grown. Get your butts over there. Get some. Let us know in the comments when you snap some up. They're delicious and they make you feel real nice.
They do. They make you feel very, very good. And these players, maybe saying goodbye to them will make us feel good as well.
Yeah, maybe this is just like a therapy session where we like want them to go, but deep down we know they might not go. But maybe this is the year. Vikings, heartbreaker, great season, and hit the shitter. So maybe they make some moves. Let's start off with the big boy, the man in the middle of that offensive line, Garrett freaking Bradbury. Not good.
Yeah, the team had a chance to move on from him at the start of the KOC era. Instead, they bring him back. He's undersized. He's never been able to anchor his entire career as a Minnesota Viking.
He's not good.
Yeah, he's athletic, near the second level, but too many times he's on his ass. Garrett Bradbury, weak interior Vikings O-line. He is the middle of it. It's time to move on. And guy getting some buzz for the Vikings to be spending, but Drew Dahlman from Atlanta seems to be a prized free agent center.
Bradbury's going to be 30 years old.
Gross.
I mean, you save $3.6 million if you cut him. I mean, we can't cut everybody, but the interior offensive line, he's not the only interior offensive lineman on this list. Like, this can't be ignored anymore. It starts with the man in the middle. Thanks, Garrett.
It's not going to get better if you don't make a change like this. It's just
we'll put some guards around it. We'll do that. No, just start fresh in the middle. Garrett Bradbury. Let's go. We might as well say the other guy, Ed Ingram. Edward, again, thank you for your time, but you got benched, and that's just a clear sign of it's time to go bye-bye.
You got benched when you were a starter on a very bad O-line. You were replaced on this O-line. That's how bad you are. Dalton Reisner came in, didn't play much better, but the fact that you were sent to the bench on an O-line that's not chock full talent, an interior of an O-line that's not chock full talent, really should say something about him. And, yeah, he's one of the few remaining draft picks from Kwesi's first class, but it's time to make him one of the ones that are gone.
Well, and the fact that it took so long for them to bench him, they didn't want to. They was hoping something would happen there. But the fact that they went to that spot where, like, all right, we're going to bench you, it's over. He's not going to come back and compete at right guard. Like, it is over. He probably doesn't want to be here. Vikings clearly don't see him as an option. Maybe he's the type of guy, being still young, that you get a conditional late-round pick for. They try to trade him or something. You save $3.3 million if you cut him. This is a no-brainer to me. This one is more of a no-brainer than the Bradbury.
Yeah, I think saving the $3 million is worth more than having him on this roster.
Yeah, you can say, oh, you know what? He brings good depth. He's still young. He can do that.
Does he?
No.
I would maybe put him on defense because he's really good at knocking that ball out of the quarterback's hands.
Let's go to Tai Chandler. Let's go to Tai Chandler, the running back. Career averages 4 yards a carry, averaged 3.3 this year. Adds nothing as a kick returner.
Yeah, he doesn't really go anywhere. And when he does run, he does this weird zigzaggy thing. It's kind of makes you scratch your head. He had a couple drop passes. I think he even had a fumble this year. I just think the Vikings can find a better running back 3, either through the draft or free agency or undrafted free agent, something. There's no reason to keep him on the roster anymore.
Yeah, and the fact that you said that means something, because you have been a very big Tai Chandler guy. Like, this is the guy. He's RB2, and he just doesn't.
He was for a while.
He doesn't show anything. He doesn't show anything. I think he's not on a lot of NFL rosters if he's not on the Vikings.
And he's had chances to show what he can do, and he just hasn't been able to capitalize. So yeah, Tai Chandler, time to move on.
All right, let's go to one that will hurt a lot of hearts and we'll probably get the most angry flack. That's a good word. CJ Ham.
Yeah, and to me, it's not even so much the player. I mean, it is a little bit.
He's a great fullback.
I just don't think we need a fullback anymore. Like, what's the purpose? Like, I just don't see why we have to have a fullback in this offense. I know he brings something to the special teams table. He's a great leader. He's a team captain. He's been that forever. He's a local boy here. I'm ready to move on from the fullback position, and that, unfortunately, is CJ Ham's job. So goodbye, CJ Ham. Thank you for your service. You're a hell of a man.
He does a lot of things in the community. Love him. He'll be a part of the Vikings. I guarantee it when he's done in some capacity. But you said it, like, he doesn't get the ball. He's a great fullback, but we just don't. We got to move on from the fullback position. The only reason he's on this team is because our offensive line sucks ass. So they throw him out there to help clear some way, pass block, whatever. He's not out there getting the ball 5 times a game. He's out trying to save our ass because we don't address the offensive line. CJ Ham saves $2.6 million. He's in the last year of his contract. That's the only reason we're like, maybe they just let him maybe 1 year and then he'll probably want to retire, whatever. But man, I've been clamoring for this for a couple of years and it just never happened.
Yeah, you've been really.
Nobody uses a fullback.
You've had it out for CJ Ham.
I love CJ Ham. I have it out for the fullback position, and guess what? It doesn't work. We haven't gone anywhere with this fullback.
And when we do, nothing worse than seeing CJ Ham streaking on the field on a 20-yard goal route.
I love when CJ Ham catches the ball out of the backfield. I love it. And I love when he gets the ball on the 2-yard line. They just never do it.
Well, like I said, you have these tight ends. You can just put a tight end back there, have him play that role. So, I don't know. Whatever.
Last one we got is just Jay Ward. Like, I don't think anybody's going to care.
Well, he's a 4th-round pick who just really hasn't shown anything at all. Like, I don't think he's even getting close to getting a sniff. The special teams, he jumps off sides, penalties. Yeah, Jay Ward, I was done with him after his rookie year, to be honest with you. So I'm especially more done with him now. Move on.
I look at it more this way. Like, do Jay Ward a favor. Just cut him and let him try to go somewhere else. Clearly, the Vikings just don't see him as any part of this. And it's easy, we're going to be a little slim at safety next year. So maybe that's a reason they bring him back, whatever. But, like, throw him a bone. I mean, maybe he's not bad. I don't know. Maybe the Vikings he rubs him the wrong way.
I don't know. I think he might actually be bad.
I hope not. I'm pulling for him. Those are the 5 guys I think it's time to move on from. Make sure you get your butts over to minigrown.com. Use that promo code 1LUP. 1LUP, 50% off. Smell them through the bag. They smell so good.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, we're getting over to Mini Grown and think about players to move on from on this Vikings roster. Remember this, Bruce Springsteen's first hit single was Born to Run.